Hello, Namaste, and welcome to the Green Quiz organized by Sikkim State Pollution Control Board, Forest and Environment Department, Government of Sikkim, and powered by Sikkim Chronicle. This state-level inter-school quiz competition is more than just a test of facts. It is a celebration of our shared commitment to protecting the environment and nurturing a more sustainable future. The Green Quiz aims to empower the youth as ambassadors of sustainability. Through this platform, we strive to deepen understanding and spark curiosity around vital issues such as climate change, biodiversity, forest conservation, and environmental protection. Every year, July 1st to 14th is observed as Sikkim Paryavaran Parva, a fortnight dedicated to promoting environmental awareness and action across the state. In keeping with this spirit, the Green Quiz is being organized to actively involve our youth in the environmental movement, making them informed, conscious, and future-ready citizens. After preliminary, 16 schools from different parts of Sikkim have earned their place in quarter-finals. Today, we applaud their hard work and, of course, we welcome this bright young mind as they compete with knowledge, enthusiasm, and a vision for a greener future. Let the spirit of healthy competition thrive, and may today even inspire all of us to think greener, deeper, and act responsibly. So without further ado, let the Green Quiz begin, because a greener tomorrow begins with an informed today. So this is the first quarterfinal of the Green Quiz, and of course we have 4 participating teams from different districts of Sikkim. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 will make it in the semi-finale. Alright, so let's take an introduction of our participating teams of the first quarter finale. We have PM Shri, Government Senior Secondary School, Peling. Can we have your introduction, please?
Hello everyone, I am Nehal Bishta of Class 11 Science.
Hello everyone, my name is Anand Gurung from Class 11 Science.
Alright, all the best, boys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, so.
We have Government Senior Secondary School, Tashiding. Can we have your introductions, please?
Hello everyone, I'm Krishna Miluitil from Class 11 Science.
Hello everyone, I'm Kinchuk Tenzing Bhatia from Class 11 Science.
Alright, team, brace up and all the best. We have Government Senior Secondary School, Pabyok. Girls, introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, myself Sungdima Rai from Class 12 Arts. Hello everyone, myself Chiring Onkalipcha from Class 12 Tourism.
Okay, girls, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
We have Government Senior Secondary School, Modern. Let's have the introduction.
My name is Otiang Malimbo and I'm studying in Class 11 Arts.
Myself Karishma Kumari, I'm in Class 11 Humanities.
Alright, so teams, all the best. Brace yourself and try to give your best. Alright, so we will start with the first round. And the first round is the general round. And may I take this opportunity to explain the criteria for the first round. Each team will be asked 2 direct questions. A correct answer will earn the team 10 points. If a team chooses to pass and the opponent team answers correctly, then the opponent team will earn 5 points. Alright? There is no negative marking in this round. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So we are going to start with PM Shri Government Senior Secondary School, Peling. Here is your first question. Which place in Sikkim was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2016 for its unique combination of natural and cultural significance, making it India's first mixed heritage site?
Kanchenjunga National Park.
Kanchenjunga National Park is the correct answer. Team Peling earns 10 points. Good opening. Alright, now let's move on to Tashiding Government Senior Secondary School. Tashiding, ready? Alright, so here is your question. What is the study of relationships between living organisms and their environment called?
Ecology.
Ecology, I'm afraid, is the correct answer. Congratulations, Tashiding, for opening with 10 points. Congratulations. Alright, now let's move on to Team Pabyuk. Team Pabyuk, here is your question. What is the full form of Glof. Glof. You wanna try? There is no negative marking. I'm sorry, I cannot give much of time to you, so you would like to pass?
Pass.
Alright, so Modern, would you like to try for the 5 points?
Glacial lake outburst flood.
Glacial lake outburst flood is the correct answer. 5 points for Modern Government Senior Secondary School. And of course, question comes to you. On which date is Earth Day observed every year to promote environmental awareness and protection? Which date is Earth Day observed every year?
So 22nd May.
22nd May is not the correct answer. Peling, would you like to try? Tashiding?
22nd of April.
22nd of April is the correct answer. Globally, 22nd of April is observed as Earth Day, a commitment towards Mother Earth for preservation. So, ladies and gentlemen, 5 points to Tashiding. Let me come to Peling once again. So, Peling, your next question is, Kaziranga National Park is situated in which state of India? Kaziranga National Park is situated in which place of India?
Assam.
Assam is the correct answer. 10 more points for Peling. Tashiding. Which is the smallest bird in the world? Which is the smallest bird in the world?
Hummingbird.
Bee hummingbird is the correct answer. 10 points. The bee hummingbird, in fact, weighs only 1.622 grams and, of course, is only 2.2 inches. Well played, Tashiding. So, let me come now to Pabyuk. Pabyuk, your question is, what percentage of Sikkim geographical area is under forest cover?
Over 80%.
Over 80% is not the correct answer, I'm afraid. Alright, Modern, would you like to try?
So 47.61%.
47 is the correct answer. Absolutely. As per the latest state of forest report, around 47% of Sikkim's geographical area is covered by forest. Congratulations, 5 points. And again, I come to you, Modern. When is World Water Day celebrated?
22nd June.
22nd June is not the correct answer. Peling, would you like to try?
No, sir.
Okay, Tashidin?
22nd March.
22nd March is absolutely correct answer. 5 points to Tashidin. So with this, we come to an end of first round and let's see the marks tally. Alright, so after round 1, following are the marks tally. Ladies and gentlemen, Government Senior Secondary School, Peling scores 20 points. Government Senior Secondary School, Tashiding is leading with 30 points. Government Senior Secondary School, Pabyuk is yet to open the account. But don't worry girls, we do have more rounds coming up. Buck up. Alright, so Modern Government Senior Secondary School scores 10 points. So all the best for the next round, teams. Now we move on to the next round, and that is the audio visual round. Let me explain the criteria for this round. Teams will be shown images and of course video and of course the voice in the displayed screen. And of course you have to listen and watch it very carefully, and a question related to it will follow. A correct answer by the team will fetch 10 points. If the team passes, the opposing team can attempt the answer for 5 points. Each team will face 2 sets in this round. Clear? Teams clear? Yes, alright. So let's start once again with PM Shri Government Senior Secondary School, Peling. So can we go with the first audio, please? Alright, So here is the question for this audio round. It is a high altitude animal. The current population nearby 30 only in Sikkim, found in Lachen and Lachung forest. Name the animal.
Snow leopard.
Snow leopard is the correct answer. Congratulations, Peling. So we know snow leopard is an endangered species, and you are absolutely correct. It's the snow leopard. All right. So now let's come to Government Senior Secondary School, Tashiding. Tashiding, here is your audio.
आउँछ सिक्किम युनिभर्सिटीबाट आउँछ बाहिरबाट पनि पुरा आउँछ जसमा स्टडी गर्नेहरू अनि उहाँहरूले भनिदिन्छु तर अब मेरो यो जति पनि यो खेती छ म प्राकृतिक खेती गर्छु नेचुरल फार्मिङ मेरो क्यालेन्डर जनवरी फेब्रुअरी ताङ्बु निबु सुम्बु अथवा माघ फागुन चैत वैशाख यो खेद्दैन क्यालेन्डर खेद्ने चाहिँ जम्मै जेनेटिकली मोडिफाइड गरेको अथवा हाई यिल्डिङ भेराइटी भनेको क्रस बनाएको चाहिँ जनवरी फेब्रुअरी त्यो डेटसँग खेद्दा ठ्याक्कै मिल्छ.
Alright, Tashiding, here is your question. Who is this famous national and international famous farmer from Sikkim who is also known as the Millet Man of Sikkim? A very popular personality, also known as the Millet Man of Sikkim. Would you like to try? Alright, let's go. I'm afraid, team, I cannot give you so much of time. So would you like to pass or answer?
Mathuplipcha.
That's not the correct answer. Pabyuk, would you like to try? Modern? Alright. Peling? No. None of the schools able to answer this correctly. And the correct answer is Chiring Gacho Lepcha is the correct answer. Okay, Tashiding? No points for you. Alright, so team Pabyuk, are you ready for the audio round? Here is the audio.
I am here to speak for all generations to come. I am here to speak on behalf of the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. I am afraid to go out in the sun now because of the holes in our ozone.
And here is your question. In 1992, with Environmental Children's Organization, which is also known as ECO, the girl attended the Rio Earth Summit, where at the age of 12, she delivered a powerful speech that garnered worldwide attention. Who is this girl? Would you like to try? Or would you like to pass? Come on, girls, buck up. I'm afraid I cannot give you so much of time. So would you like to answer or pass? All right. Modern, would you like to try? Peling?
So she is Greta Thunberg and she is talking about climate change.
I'm afraid that's not the correct answer. I said 1992. All right. The girl whose voice you heard right now is none other than an environmental activist. Her name is Seven Suzuki. Seven Suzuki is her name. Okay. All right. Let's move on to Modern Government Senior Secondary School.
चाहिँ पर्टिकुलर जुन एउटा जनजाति छ उनीहरुको खानपान उनीहरुको वेशभूषा उनीहरुकोबाट भएको कुरा उनीहरुको संस्कृतिलाई चाहिँ हामी इन्डिजिनस भन्छौं त त्यही कुरोलाई चाहिँ प्रथा बनेर एउटा समुदायमा.
All right. So here is a question, Modern. He was a scientist, microbiologist and traditional knowledge expert and professor of Sikkim University, known for his works in fermented food like kinema and gundruk. What is his name? A very, very prominent personality. All right, so none of the schools could answer this question. Ladies and gentlemen, let me answer this. He is none other than respected late Jyoti Prakash Tamang, and he was also the officiating Vice Chancellor of Sikkim University, but unfortunately he passed away recently and he was all over news. His demise was all over news. So he is Professor Jyoti Prakash Tamang. All right, so with this we come to an end of audio round. Now let's move on to the photo and video round. All right, so this is the photo video round, and of course there will be photograph displayed there, and you need to answer it correctly. All right, so let's go with Peling. Government Senior Secondary School. Here is your first photograph. See it very carefully and the question follows. This plant is known as Renum noble with high medicinal properties and is believed to flower every 4 years. What is the name of this flower? What is this flower commonly known as in Sikkim?
So sleeper orchid.
Sleeper orchid is not the correct answer. You want to try, Tashiding?
Himalayan Rubini.
Himalayan Rubinian is not the correct answer. You want to try? You want to try modern? I said commonly known in Sikkim. Okay. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this flower is commonly known as Sikkim Sundari. This is the local name for this flower. So no points to Pelling. Alright, now we move on to Tashiding. Tashiding, here is your photograph. And your question follows. What is the relation between these two photographs? What is the relation between these two photographs? Try? Alright, so Pabyuk, you want to try? Modern, let me inform you that this orchid is known as Cymbidium namo, and the state government has named it after the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. No points. Now we move on to Pabyuk. Pabyuk, name this famous bird. Alright. Modern, would you like to try?
Blood peasant.
Blood peasant is the correct answer. And of course, you get 5 points. Congratulations. And your turn for the photo round. Let's have a look. He is a very, very famous personality. And of course, he is also known as the father of Green Revolution. Name him. And he has a relationship with Sikkim University also. Pelling, would you like to try? Yes, Modern.
R.S. Swaminathan.
Would you like to try? You?
M.S. Swaminathan.
And S. Swaminathan is the correct answer. I'm so sorry because the competition is very intense. You said R.S. Swaminathan and that's not the correct answer. But Tashiding gets 5 points. Alright, so with this we come to an end of audio-visual round. Let's have the look on the scores. So after the audio-visual round, scores follows, ladies and gentlemen. Pelling Government Senior Secondary School scores 30 points. Congratulations, team. And of course, Government Senior Secondary School, Tashiding scores and leads with 35 points. Congratulations. Team Pabyuk is yet to open the account. Bug up girls, they are rapid fire round and of course there's a buzzer round. We want you to perform well, alright? Okay. And of course, Modern Government Senior Secondary School is with 15 points. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we move on to the next round. And the next round is the buzzer round. Let me explain the criteria for the buzzer round. Team, this is a very fast-paced round with general knowledge questions. The team that presses the buzzer first and answers correctly will receive 10 points. A wrong answer will result in a deduction of 5 points. So be careful while answering. And of course, no second attempts will be allowed and the question will not be passed to other team. Alright teams, brace yourself for the buzzer round and here goes your first question. I'm not talking about wrestling, but what is the full form of WWF?
Worldwide Fund for Nature.
Worldwide Fund for Nature is the absolutely correct answer. 10 points for Team Tashiding. How many snow leopards have been identified in Sikkim officially in the first snow leopard census jointly conducted by Forest and Environment Department, Government of Sikkim and WWF India? What is the number of the snow leopard? It was all over news recently. Any team would like to try and answer? Alright. 30 is not the correct answer. I said precisely you have to say the answer because the correct answer is 21 snow leopards. 21 snow leopards is the correct answer. So teams, here is the next question. Which international agreement signed in 2015 aims to... Alright, so Modern Government Senior Secondary School has pressed the buzzer even before me completing the question. Answer.
Paris Agreement.
Paris Agreement is the correct answer, but let me complete the question. Which international agreement signed in 2015 aims to combat climate change and limit global warming below 2 degrees centigrade? Absolutely correct. 10 points to Modern Government Senior Secondary School. So let's move on to the next question for the buzzer round. And teams, the question is, what is the name of the body that monitors and controls pollution levels in Sikkim? Alright, so we have Tashiding Government Senior Secondary School. Answer please.
Sikkim Pollution Control Board.
Sikkim Pollution Control Board or State Pollution Control Board is the correct answer. Congratulations, you earned 10 points. Alright, so let's move on to the next question. Be alert, listen very carefully. Which environmental movement in Uttarakhand involved hugging trees to... Alright, so Peling Government Senior Secondary School, shoot your answer.
Chipko movement.
Oh God, Chipko movement is the correct answer. Congratulations. 10 points to Peling Government Senior Secondary School. Your question for the buzzer round is, which legislation in India is responsible for the conservation of wildlife, animals and their habitats and prohibiting the hunting of endangered species? Which legislation? Alright, so we have Tashiding Government Senior Secondary School pressing the buzzer. Please shoot your answer. 41A, Constitution is not the correct answer, I'm afraid, and this question doesn't pass it to other team. The correct answer is Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Alright, so we have the last question for the buzzer round. So here is the last question for the buzzer round. Alright, so the question is, who is the Forest and Environment Department Minister of Sikkim? Alright, so Tashiding Government Senior Secondary School, shoot your answer.
Shripinso Namgyal Lepcha.
Shripinsho Namgyal Lepcha is the correct answer and you get 10 points. Congratulations. So with this we come to an end of buzzer round. Well played teams. Now we have the final round and that is the rapid fire. All the best. But before that, let's have a look on the score. Alright, so after the interesting buzzer round, the score goes Peling 40 points, not bad. Tashiding Government Senior Secondary School leading with 55 points. Congratulations. And of course, Pobyuk, you have gone -5. Nevertheless, there is the rapid fire round. Stay strong and all the best. Alright, so Modern Government Senior Secondary School, your point is 25. Now we move on to the last and the final round, and this is the rapid fire round. I'll explain you the rules and the criteria. Well, in the rapid fire, each team will be given 10 questions to answer within 2 minutes. If your 2-minute crosses, then there will be a buzzer and you have to stop. 10 points to be awarded for each correct answer. There will be no negative marking, so try. And team must answer quickly and precisely maximize your score. Alright? Did you get it? Alright, so all the best team, and this rapid fire will decide your future course for the semi-finale. All the best, all the 4 teams. Alright, now we are going to start with Government Senior Secondary School Peling, Team Peling. Are you ready, Team Peling?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so let's go and here are your questions. Mero Ruk Mero Santati is focused on promoting ecotourism in Sikkim, planting trees to commemorate childbirth.
Planting tissue on
Correct. What is the natural compound present in green plants that gives them their color?
chlorophyll.
Absolutely correct. What is the name of the conservation program launched for saving tigers in India in 1973?
Pass.
Okay. What kind of energy does solar panel convert?
Solar energy.
Okay. Solar energy to?
Electric.
Alright. So, which community in Sikkim celebrates the Tendong Lorumfat festival?
Lepcha.
Alright. Okay. What is the theme for Sikkim Paryavaran Parva 2025?
Leave a green legacy.
Name the state tree of Sikkim.
Rhododendron.
Absolutely correct. Clouded leopard is the state animal of which northeastern state of India?
Meghalaya.
Yes, absolutely correct. What do you call a baby frog?
Toad.
Toad. Yes, absolutely correct. And congratulations for playing so well. Alright, governments in the secondary school Tashiding, are you ready for your rapid fire? Here is your question. Name the state flower of Sikkim.
Noble orchid.
Correct. Which layer of the atmosphere contains ozone layer?
Stratosphere.
Which Bhutanese leader introduced the concept of gross national happiness and emphasized environmental conservation in development planning?
Pass.
Which initiative by the government of Sikkim bans the use of chemical fertilizers?
Pass.
Alright. Name one greenhouse gas other than carbon dioxide.
Water vapor.
Absolutely correct. Which river in Sikkim has its origin from the Loch Cholamu?
Pass.
Which state in India has the highest number of tigers according to 2022 census?
Gujarat.
No, that's not the correct answer. What is the term for a species that is found only in a particular region and nowhere else?
Endemic.
That's the correct answer. Which ministry handles climate change related policies in India?
MOEFCC.
Absolutely correct. Which gas is the most abundant in Earth's atmosphere?
Nitrogen.
Absolutely correct. That was very well played. Congratulations, Tasiding Government Senior Secondary School. So after Tasiding Government Senior Secondary School, we now move on to Pabyuk Government Senior Secondary School. Girls, are you ready? And here is a chance to open your account. So your question starts. The process by which green plants make their food is called?
Photosynthesis.
Correct. Ranthambore National Park is situated in which state of India? Pass. When is the National Bird Day celebrated?
Pass.
Which human organ helps in filtering waste from the blood?
Heart.
No, that's not correct. What is the term for gradual increase in Earth's temperature caused by greenhouse gases?
Global warming.
Absolutely correct. How many districts are there in Sikkim?
6.
Yes. Which gas is released by burning fossil fuels and contribute to acid rain?
Carbon dioxide.
Incorrect. Which plant tissue is responsible for transport of water?
Xylem.
Xylem, correct. The powerhouse of cell is also called
Mitochondria.
mitochondria, correct. What is the name of the zoological park in Gangtok that houses red pandas and snow leopard? Pass. Alright, so well played, Pabyuk, and I'm sure you have garnered more points in the last rapid fire. Let's see in the score tally how much you have garnered for yourself. Congratulations, well played. Okay. Alright, so well played, girls. Now let's move on to Government Senior Secondary School Modern. Modern, are you ready? So here are your questions. Name the state butterfly of Sikkim.
Duke.
Correct. Sundarban National Park in West Bengal is known for two reasons. One is mangrove forest and another is?
It's for Royal Bengal tiger.
Absolutely correct. Who was the first Indian to receive the Champions of the Earth Award from the United Nations for Environmental Leadership? Name the famous personality from India.
Alok Shukla.
No, that's not the correct answer. What is this study of animal and plant fossil called? Pass. What is the term for planting trees to create a forest called? What is that process called of planting trees?
Afforestation.
Correct. DFO is the term or the title of the government official responsible for managing forest, wildlife and environment at divisional level in forest departments. What is the full form of DFO?
Pass.
What is the smallest unit of life?
Sir.
Correct. Which award is known as the Green Nobel Prize?
Pass.
What do we call animals that are active at night?
Owl.
No. The use of plastic bags is compulsorily banned across Sikkim. True or false?
True.
True. That's the correct answer. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an end of very, very exciting and interesting rapid fire round. And also, this brings us to the final and the closing of grand quarterfinal. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 1. Now, let's see which two teams with the highest scores have made it in this semi-finale. So ladies and gentlemen, now we present the scores of all the 4 teams and let's see who have made it in the semi-finale. So, team, I'll be announcing the marks from right bottom there and the school which has, scored the least, and of course I'll come to the winners. So, the 4th position has been taken by none other than Public Government Senior Secondary School. Well played, girls. We really love your spirit. Never give up. Alright, in the 3rd position, we have, ladies and gentlemen, none other than Government Senior Secondary School, Modern. And of course, in the 2nd position, we have, ladies and gentlemen, with 115 points, Tashiding Government Senior Secondary School. And of course, with 130 points, making their place in the semi-finale, ladies and gentlemen, along with Tashiding, is none other than PM Shri, Beijing Government Senior Secondary School. Congratulations! Joining with us today, ladies and gentlemen, in the first quarterfinal is Madam Kushum Gurung, Additional Director of Forest and Environment Department, Government of Sikkim. She will hand over the gift sponsored by Temiti to our outgoing teams, Public Government Senior Secondary School and Modern Government Senior Secondary School. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an end of the first quarterfinal. And we will be soon coming up with the 2nd quarterfinal with another 4 participating schools from different districts of Sikkim. Until then, hold your breath and let's see who wins the grand finale of the Green Quiz. This is Nirmal saying goodbye with the entire team of Sikkim Chronicle and of course Sikkim State Pollution Control Board, Forest and Environment Department, Government of Sikkim. Thanks for watching and keep supporting your team.